Bones are amazing things. They hold us up, they support us, they make us strong. But bones have other uses. In the past, bones were thrown by diviners, seeking out the mysteries of the future. Now the bones are cubes, made of plastic or resin, but they still reveal things to us. As they fall from our fingers and rattle across the table, the story becomes clear. Welcome to Bone Throwers Theater, an RPG actual play podcast.
Welcome to Bone Throwers Theater. I'm Jackie. I'm playing Apurva Patell.
It's pretty amazing how consistent you can keep the accent through the whole thing. Honestly.
When I take you to grace my true motherland, you'll understand just how easy this has been.
I'm Jordan, by the way, and I'm the GM.
And I'm Jeremy. I'm playing Jax.
I'm Fafa, and I'm playing Brad.
This is Johnny, and I'm playing Kraig.
And this is Jeff, and I'm playing Bob.
So, you guys have patched up your wounds from your previous visit, and you went back...
Wound. Singular.
I don't know, I got a cool point back, so...
And you've decided to go back to face whatever is lurking at the Elder Street Artist Lofts. When you get there, things don't go very well for Kraig at all.
I see that Kraig is a little distressed. I don't see nothing. Does anybody else see anything?
I don't.
No, I don't see anything.
I transferred the flashlight to my left hand and pulled the pistol with my right hand.
Don't shoot me.
Please don't shoot. You started so many problems last time you shot. Please don't.
I'm going around to the fire escape.
I take a shot at
I
one of the windows that has a face in it.
Go ahead and roll technology.
6.
What happens when you shoot the windows?
The ectoplasmic bullet goes through and dissolves at least the one face in that one room, if not all of the faces in all the windows.
We'll say that all of the faces just suck out of existence.
I got one! Or 50.
I still not know what the hell he is talking about.
I walk up to the building, and I put lamb's blood on the doorpost. I start sprinkling.
You break out the hyssop?
I start sprinkling with holy water and screaming at inland.
I will walk around with Dex, but I just need to get my Vishnu necklace ready to go.
Well, I'm grabbing my scanner thing, and I'm going inside again.
I've blessed the doorway. We're ready.
Don't turn around with the flashlight.
So you guys are going into the building.
I've got them covered.
Oh, when the
I was
faces
gonna head to the
disappeared,
roof.
when the faces
Okay.
disappeared, did the guy down the street disappear?
No.
No.
Let's go ahead and have you go to the top, to the roof that you were talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and make an athletics roll to get to the top of the roof without any problem.
6.
Yeah, you succeed. No problems getting to the top of the roof. What do you find?
I find one of those roof access doors, obviously with a stairway leading down to the floor below.
Mm-hmm.
For some reason, it looks like it had been recently chained up and locked up. The chain looks pretty new. However, there's one section, a couple links of the chain, where the chain has been broken. It has been just rusted away. Like a new chain had a section of it that was a very old chain.
Okay, and you're following him,
Yep.
Apurva?
Yeah, I'm perfectly following him. Should I roll athletic to get up there?
If you got up there, then you should.
Okay, I got up there too.
Because she has 4, so she can just take 4.
Yeah.
So I spy with my little Indian eye. Oh, don't look now. Behind me, I definitely just saw somebody hanging by a noose and a rope around their neck. Do you see that?
Go ahead and roll 3 cool.
Lowest?
Yes.
1. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh Vishnu! Oh Vishnu!
What is it?
Behind you, there is a man with a bad necktie hanging from the pipe, and there are maggots crawling out of his face. It looks like Reginald Big Barn.
Barnhouse.
Big Barn House, but everybody looks like him. Oh my god, his eyes are opening.
I look.
Roll 3 cool.
3 cool, or is it stress?
3 stress, yeah.
Oh, so this has the effects of a stress roll.
Yeah.
And I lost my cool, right?
You did.
Ah, 1.
So you see the exact same thing she's seeing.
I'm subtracting 2 from athletics and 1 from technology.
I'm down to 2 in athletics and 2 in contact.
Okay.
Alright.
So as I turn around, I was expecting it to be farther away.
Mm-hmm.
I turn around and it is pretty much right in my face
Okay.
that I see it. So it startles me, causes me to lose my cool. I'm going to just raise the pistol and just take some shots at it.
Okay. I get to decide what happens. So when you're firing now, the body actually gets caught by the wind and pushes into you. You stumble backwards and you hit the door, and the door breaks, and you start falling down the stairs.
Am I riding on the door like a
sled
sled down
well,
the
no,
steps?
the door is like splintered, you know. So
Because that would have been cool.
no, so you're now falling down this flight of stairs, and you hit like 6 or 7 stairs behind, and they're like the concrete stairs that they build for like the the integrity in the core of the building.
Mm-hmm.
So you hit like this cinder
Fire
block.
stairs.
Yeah, you hit this cinder block wall, and when you do,
Poor Jax is getting all beat up.
well, you know, this is Inspectres. It's like the floor becomes gelatinous, and you start slowly sinking into the concrete.
At least it was a soft fall.
And this like hand reaches up,
Oh, that's not soft.
and it's like made out of the concrete, and it pushes your chest, and it starts pushing you through the floor.
Do I have enough cool to try to run after him and try to pull him?
Yeah, go ahead, roll athletics.
Oh, Vishnu. 5!
Tell me what happens.
I start tugging, and I start kicking at that freakish concrete guy, and I go, no, you don't take my friend. He's a good man, and I pull at him, and he gets a gun from you.
The hand takes the gun.
The hand takes a gun. No, the hand took a pocket knife. That's a little less destructive. Jordan had way too devious of a look in his eye. So, I'm sorry you lost a pocket knife, but you were in trouble.
You could say that. I've never been pulled through a floor before, and I'm looking back up at the steps to see guy on the noose. Is he still there? What?
Oh yeah, he's still there.
So the shots missed completely.
Yeah, you basically fired into the top of the roof.
Okay.
But what happened is now the rope that he was hanging from, was he hanging from a rope or a tie?
Tie.
It's now hanging like a regular tie would, but it's ripped, and he's standing at the top of the stairs.
Holy crap.
And he starts lurching down the stairs, following the two of you.
Did you hear shots?
Yeah.
I just shot the window.
No,
Yeah,
it wasn't
besides
you.
yours.
It was
I
from
heard
upstairs.
like 3 or 4 shots go off upstairs in the roof.
So, you guys notice that light down the street there with that man?
What man?
The black man with the briefcase, the hood, the hat, the thing.
Go ahead and roll contacts, Bob, to notice a man standing in the.
Because I'm inside.
Yeah,
Because I'm behind him.
yeah.
so-
You said you were covering him.
Mind you, they're all in the dark.
Describe what you see.
I see the man in the black suit and the hood. He's looking at me, and I feel all jittery, like in my mind, and I feel like there's a hand around my neck.
Okay,
And-
go ahead and roll 3 stress.
Brandon starts looking a lot like the guy.
Oh, gosh.
Roll 3 stress.
3's my lowest.
Wow. I'm disappointed, but proud. You lose a die from an appropriate skill.
Is that you, Brandon?
Yeah, it's me. Don't you
look
dare
like
shoot
you.
at me.
You don't look like you, man. Where'd you get the black suit from?
What black suit? Rub your
Black suit
eyes.
for the guy.
Rub your eyes. You're seeing things. I'm going to go check on the shooting upstairs.
Alright, I got you covered. Just take the black suit off. I'm gonna shoot you.
Alright, the black suit is coming off.
Okay, let's go.
Every time someone rolls a die when you're around, it's going to advance the moon. When this gets down to 0...
Yes.
Alright, since I'm the one with the flashlight that can light up the entire universe here.
Is he unstunned?
I'm unstunned. I just took a shot.
Yeah, he's the third one behind.
Well, I'm still,
He's still
outside
around
the
the van.
building, but so if you're in the front of the building, you can see because of the light going through the windows.
Alright, so what are you doing?
We're heading through the building. Heading from the stairway.
Okay.
Shotgun out.
I turn the light away from the building and shine it directly at the man standing under the street light. Because my light's a lot brighter than the street light.
Go ahead and roll contacts.
2.
He's 20 feet closer to you.
Can I see what he looks like any better with my light?
He's wearing sunglasses.
Can't
I go
stop it.
inside the apartment building and close the door behind me and bolt the door.
Okay. That's a fire hazard, but okay.
Right.
Not besides us.
The aliens. I saw the alien. I shot at it.
Scanner. Scanning.
Okay. Technology roll.
Oh,
Oh no.
What'd you roll?
1.
The moon is rising. So you rolled a 1 on your die to use the scanner. The GM gets to hose you with a truly dire situation resulting from your incompetence. Who were you closer to when you were growing up? Your mother or your father?
Obviously, I was closer to my mother growing up.
We'll say your mother's name was Ginger.
I was gonna say Allison.
Allison? You like Allison better?
Yeah.
Okay, your mom's name could be Allison. Up the stairwell, you start hearing your mother's voice. Brad? Is that you, son?
This is kind of weird.
Brad, I need you. Your father's done something horrible.
Like what?
Marie, your sister, she's dead.
What?
He killed Marie, and he's coming for me. I need you.
I'm going to shoot just at the stairs with the shotgun, with the ectoplasmic thing.
It's now. Remember, this voice sounds like it's coming up from like a story or two above you.
Yeah, I know, I'm just, if there's a ghost there, maybe I'll get it.
I am never one to argue with the thought process of Fafa.
it's futile.
Resistance is futile. Roll your die.
5. Good.
Does that go down again?
Yes, it does.
Kraig result and gain 1 franchise die.
The result is it flares, and I see several ghosts that look like they've giant holes in their foreheads from the lobotomies collapse into each other and decay into nothing.
Okay, so you've put several ghosts out of their misery.
About 10.
Bob, what are you doing?
Roll stuff. Roll stuff. Then I'll get all of my cool back.
Are you sure you really want this? Because I am your GM.
I know.
And you haven't told your teammates that you're a werewolf.
No, I haven't. It's gonna be amazing.
Yeah, I'll definitely shoot you.
You doing anything awesome, Bob?
Bob's getting trigger happy. Bob's getting real nervous. Bob yells out to Brandon, "Step aside!"
Alright, he steps to an adjacent hallway.
He takes a
Bottom of
5
the
foot.
stairs.
He takes a 5 foot step.
Yeah, 5 foot step. Out of the way.
I go charging up the stairs and just start shooting.
Roll athletics.
Oh,
2.
this is so going to happen this game.
You guys are getting a werewolf that you'll have to deal with on top of being in a hell house.
This is going to be a good night.
Tonight's gonna be
A good night. Tonight's gonna be a werewolf night.
So what happens to Bob?
Bob, your center of balance has never been good.
Emotional or otherwise.
Trying to decide if there's a stairway down to the lower apartment in the basement. In fact, there is. You trip as you're running, and you manage to fall down the stairs and roll into the laundry room. Yeah, the washers and the dryers, they start rocking back and forth. And it's like the washer that's the got the circular front that you open and close at a laundromat, and everything just kind of sloshes around. Stuff sloshing around. It's intestines.
Oh,
yummy.
Like you definitely see small intestines, large intestines, pancreas, liver, all just sloshing around in the
I
washing
start
machine.
screaming my incantations in Latin and shooting.
Okay, go ahead and roll 4 stress.
4?
4 stress.
gosh.
This does not count because he's a level.
Wow, you did really well.
Two.
Two.
It's bad when 2 is really well.
Yeah.
It's been this kind of game. All of the washer's doors swing open, and a tidal wave of blood and viscera just starts sweeping over your body.
Viscera, huh?
This is horrible.
Confessional. So, I'm working with this team, and Boss Man blames everything on me being my fault, and I don't ever do anything wrong. I misspelled the company name and all that, but
That's where it all begins.
it seems to me that I'm one of the least troubled people around here. Because we got Boss Man over here who, like I said, he blames everything on me, and he's saying that there's ghosts, but I don't believe no ghosts. I think it's just aliens coming to attack us. And we got Bob, psychopath, just went screaming down the hall and shooting things that wasn't there, nothing. And we got, I don't even want to talk about what's her face name thing. Jax, he seems like he's an okay guy, I guess. He's a good mechanic, but he's a little stressed out, I think. But the way I see it, I might be better off back up in those hills. Less dangerous.
So you're leaving the group.
Maybe.
Are you just gonna walk out?
Now he's sitting in the van.
No, I'm inside the apartment.
Okay.
Behind the bolt the door because the guy in the black suit's coming at me.
Yeah. I bolted the door because black two guys coming. Much less dangerous up in them hills. All we
Okay.
had to worry about was cougars.
Yeah, well,
Jackson's been worrying about the cougar for a very, very long time here. I could be a cougar.
You could be something.
let's go ahead and check in on Jax and Nymphora.
Nymphora?
Nymphora.
I didn't say Nymphora.
I really thought
It did sound like Nymphora.
I said Nymphora, which is wrong.
Apurva.
Apurva, excuse me.
Nymphora.
It's late o'clock.
You know Jordan switches to days when at 10:30 is late o'clock.
Anyway, let's go ahead and check in on Jax and
Apurva.
Apurva.
What in the holy hell is going on?
Draw your weapons. And I'm pointing it right at Barnhouse. And right before the pull, it triggers like, sorry, but you'll thank me. This is what freedom tastes like. No!
Oh,
Gosh!
did you shoot her instead?
Don't give Jordan ideas!
Jeff!
So, you remember the hand?
Yes.
Zombie Barnhouse holds out his arms, and these hands just start sprouting out of the wall of the stairwell. And they lift him up, and they start passing him down the stairs, like, really fast.
Like the hand scene from Labyrinth.
Yeah, it's like, it's just like, and he just moves down the stairs in a matter of seconds. And he opens his mouth, and the maggots that are crawling out of his face are nothing like the python that starts slithering out of his mouth and starts wrapping its body around your feet.
I am going to try to shoot.
Thank you.
I don't have much of a choice. 6!
Oh.
I rolled a 6. I shot him, and the python went away, and it was a magical night. Almost as magical as our special night.
This is way more magical. Way more magical.
You're gonna remember this one.
I will remember this night.
Should I take one more shot for the python, or does the python go away?
It turns into a chain.
Okay, just step out the chain. Can you step out the chain?
Yes, I step out of the chain.
Okay.
Hands start reaching from the walls toward you.
Run!
Is Barnhouse still there?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I'm gonna just take another shot at Barnhouse.
Okay.
5.
Describe what happens.
Shoot him right between the eyes. Kind of starts to dissolve away from that impact point around. So his mouth is the last thing that dissolves. Last thing he says is finally, and then he's gone.
His arms are still reaching out of the concrete.
Really?
Cinder blocks.
Will the ectoplasm thing work on the concrete? All right.
Find out.
Shoot it. 5.
What happens?
Good things. oh, I know. So your head is like jelly right now. It's like all and whatnot.
Can you describe this without the accent so people can understand you?
So you know how it's all like the concrete's all kind of not formed and the hands are gonna coming out.
Yeah.
It immediately hardens. So all we have to do to get this great sense of satisfaction is just like tap them and they all fall down one by one, just for the ego boost that I'm sure we need at this point.
Bob.
Bob has emptied both magazines.
And his stomach.
Yeah, that too. I've tossed the guns. I've got my saber. And
Toss
I'm
his
just
cookies.
slashing
/F.
and screaming in Latin.
Go ahead and roll athletics to slash and
Slash and burn.
Hack and slash your way out of the intestine laundry room.
The intestine.
Mama always did a detox. I don't think she meant that.
5.
Tell me what happens.
Ooh.
I seem to be holding my own, partying against the onslaught of slime and internal
Red
butts
Sea.
and blood.
Parting the Red Sea.
I found a large mass of socks representing lost socks for
Like all of my socks.
but it starts to subside, but the machines are still chugging at me, and so I'm looking for an exit, and I'm in ankle deep goop.
Somebody just brushed past my lip.
Go ahead and roll 1 stress.
6.
You keep your cool in this horrible situation, and you gain a cool point. I'm like thinking, oh great, I get to electrocute him now. No.
Bob finds his exit. He's going to run up the stairs screaming, waving his saber blindly.
Okay, so now you charge up the stairs at those two. Both of you roll 2 stress.
Because he's covered in blood.
My main response will be to shoot.
And the urine stain on his pants.
I got a 3 for stress.
I got 3 as well.
Okay, you both lose a die.
I don't have any more dice to lose yet.
Okay.
Listen, my main response to that would be to shoot.
Did 2 stress.
Go ahead and shoot at him.
4.
So, okay, so you get a shot off. Bob, go ahead and roll athletics to see if you get out of the way of this.
Now, what does an ectoplasmic bullet do on a...
A guy who's covered in ghost blood?
Yeah.
That's a good question. We're about to find out.
4.
Okay, so both of your results are fairly positive. So what happens?
I shoot him, and the positive is that it dissolves, the ectoplasm dissolves all of the blood on his body. But the negative is that he has now gone bald.
You must display that number like a cheap floozy at a boxing ring.
We're now down to 1 dice roll away from me.
Bob's
being
suddenly getting really
transformed.
agitated.
What happens to you, Bob?
A plug, intestines, washing machines. It's out to get me. Ah! I lost the guns.
Which goes?
Those were expensive.
That was a lot of blood. I'm not going back.
I walk over to the downstairs stairs and just shoot a blast from the shotgun down.
Go ahead. Roll technology.
3.
Not great. GM decides your fate, but you may be given the chance to suggest a single positive.
When you pull the trigger on the gun, a hand reaches out from the wall and grabs the bullet in midair.
So just that goes away.
Yeah.
Oh, I got something.
But you will find out what happens to you on the next episode of Bone Throwers Theater. Thank you so much for listening.
Thank you for listening to Bone Throwers Theater. The cast is Carlin, Jeff, Jeremy, Johnny, Jordan, and Stephanie. This podcast is released under a Creative Commons Attribution, Non-Commercial, No Derivatives 3.0 Unported license. Please feel free to share the podcast, but please do not modify it or attempt to gain financially from it. To find this show online, visit our site, bonethrowerstheater.com. Our Twitter feed is @bonethrowerstheater, and our email address is bonethrowerstheater@gmail.com. Join our social networks on Facebook and Google+. Podcast art was designed by Laura Tress and is used with her permission. Until next time, may the bones fall in your favor. This has been a Nerd Circle podcast production.